if you chance upon an idea and that idea excites you, you gotta seize it. You gotta seize it and you gotta make that idea manifest as soon as you possibly can. Trust me. Trust me. If you have some idea for a story you want to write, or the idea to start a YouTube channel, or the idea to start learning a particular instrument, let's say the guitar or the piano, or the Chinese bamboo flute, or you get some kind of idea, right? You got to act on it as soon as you possibly can. Because, trust me, I get a lot of ideas in my life. I'm very fortunate in the sense that ideas seem to come to me quite often, but a lot of them go forgotten, you know. A lot of them don't even get caught. I don't catch them on my net, you know, and they just go to someone else. They vanish. And other ideas I kind of act on, which is very good. And then other ideas I have to fashion, you know, and other ideas I seize. Like, for example, this channel here, Josh's Stories, I got the idea like, must have been no longer than 5 nights ago. I seized it, and it was an idea in the moment. It was kind of pissing me off. I told the story earlier. I can't remember the name of the video, but I told that story. It was annoying me. I was trying to sleep. I needed to catch an early ferry, and it was just an idea though, you know. An idea isn't valuable. An idea is honestly not valuable. What's valuable is the ability to actually make an idea manifest, like to turn it into something real and tangible, right? Like, honestly, I'm just telling you from my experience over this past few days. Like, I just had that idea in my head, you know, and it was just an idea, but then I just started it. I just seized it. I grabbed my phone and started recording, right? The idea was this channel, right, to just tell stories. And it's been this incredible flow ever since actually just like letting that idea flow naturally. Honestly, I've recorded so many videos and I'm just seeing the full scope of this idea, and I'm calling it for me in my life, in the context of my creative journey and everything that I'm creating, I'm calling it a keystone idea. At first, I was reflecting in my journal. I first called it a golden egg idea, right? A really good, a good idea in my head, in the context of my life, not necessarily for other people, but for me, a golden egg idea, right? And let me find a stone to prop up my camera, because this view is amazing. How's that? That's awesome. Right, I was calling it a golden egg idea, and then I was just reflecting in my journal moments before, and I elevated it to the status of keystone idea, because it's an idea that brings all of the other things in my life. It's kind of like a keystone. You know how like there's the archway. It's made of rocks, and then right here, this bit there, that's the keystone, and it glues everything together. And I know in the context of my life and my creative journey, this channel, the idea for this channel, Josh's Stories, is like the keystone idea that brings everything else together. It's amazing. I can't fully articulate that, and I don't have proof of that because it's still kind of like a new thing, right? But the whole thing is, what I'm trying to communicate here is that, like, when you get an idea, you gotta seize it, right? You gotta manifest it as soon as you can, because it'll just be a natural flow. Things will just start happening. But if you don't seize it, if you kind of let it float away, if you don't catch it, you got to catch it at least, right? Catch the idea, and then maybe you can deal with it later. But the best thing to do, I think, in my opinion, just from my own experience from these past few days, catch it and then just bring it to life. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be a little, like, an idea isn't gonna, like a seed isn't gonna be a tree. It takes you got to water a seed until it's a tree, right? It's still a seed, you know? Just trust the process, you know, start watering it, plant it. You got to grab that seed and plant it, and then just water it consistently. And then it's going to turn into a beautiful tree. It's going to bear fruit, and you can feed people with that fruit. You can sell that fruit at markets. So I hope this was helpful. That's about all I had to say. Good luck, and I'll see you.